no, yeah, what is this? Why are you like super huge and I'm like miniaturized?
I don't know. You did something dumb, dude. I don't know.
I'm like this big and you're like this big.
Can I start the episode? This is content being wasted. All right,
I
I'm starting the recording.
guess.
3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody to another episode of Up Your Experience podcast. And unlike usual, we're recording during the daytime
Yeah, on Memorial Day or
on Memorial Day.
or as I have been finding out as when you're an adult, the catch up on all your housework day.
I cooked today. I made some hamburgers and hot dogs is what I did.
Dude, I mowed the grass, sprayed the driveway, fixed the sink.
I did that the other day. I also went and looked at keyboards just to see if I want to get a mechanical keyboard. And I am in fact getting one.
Nice. I love mine.
I have also decided that I think I'm building one.
You know, that reminds me. I need to
Because I think I have that much disdain for my mental to have myself try to build a keyboard, not just by myself on stream is my plan.
oh, there's actual kits.
Yeah. I'll send you some links of what I'm looking at later on.
I was like, I just want a baller like what I want.
Well, like, I was talking to my wife about it, right? And like, you go and you buy this like Logitech keyboard, whatever, Steel
Yeah.
Series, Razer, whatever. You pick your brand, doesn't matter. But like, you look at them, and then you look at these custom keyboards that you can build with these like alloy outer shells that just look good, and they don't look as flimsy. And I'm like, I want that. Like, Liani said something about it's called Capco, and their keyboards you can buy them with an interchangeable faceplate it magnetizes to the keyboard, and you can swap them out whenever you want.
That sounds nice.
It's super sick, and they have like anime key sets as well. I don't know. I've been looking around. I've been doing some looking, so I think I'm gonna build one.
Yeah.
But that's not
Looking
necessarily what we're here for, is to talk about keyboards, because I don't know if that's super interesting to anybody else but us at the moment. I've just never had a mechanical keyboard, and I want one.
guy says this as I'm like 2 minutes away from going on a what is it, like a huge rant
Ending spree.
yeah.
God, dude.
And
No,
not
no,
things
no.
that I want. That's what makes me mad. Like that's why I'm upset. It's not things that I want, it's things that I have to spend on, or else I
Yeah,
can't do
dude.
anything else. I spent 2 days without a kitchen sink because I was like, what the crap? I bought like this whole kit. Like, you have everything you need. I was like, cool.
You're
I
like me
get
with the
it.
dishwasher, bro.
I opened it up and I was like, this doesn't have everything I need.
Yeah, yeah.
So I started
So
chopping away. That's how I fixed it.
speaking of chopping, I did some
I
IRL
knew it.
Minecraft this week, and I chopped down a tree in my backyard.
It wasn't
I know what y'all
big.
thinking.
It wasn't like huge. Don't let him.
No, it wasn't. I mean, it was probably like 12 or 15 feet tall, but
He
like it
sent
wasn't
me
super
a
thick.
picture and I was like, bro, I could have jump kicked that thing to the
No,
ground.
you could not have. I promise you. And the problem with that tree is it's like so people are gonna be like, "Oh, you should have dug it up." Okay, kick rocks. A, B. I can't dig it up because the roots are coming from underneath the fence on my neighbor's side.
Yeah, dude, it's actually harder to dig up a tree than you think than it would be to
I
just
know
like
because
cut it
I
down
dug a tree up
and
about a
throw
month
some
ago. And it
gas on it
sucks.
and then make a new fire pit.
Yeah. I know what you're thinking. Go ask your neighbor to dig it up. My neighbor is a dick, for last of better words. On that, at least that guy is specifically. I know from
I don't
experience.
I don't have
So,
that problem. I'm just the antisocial type, so I don't even talk to my neighbors.
oh, my other neighbors are awesome.
We do the head nod.
So here's what's funny. My neighbors to the sides of me are fantastic. My neighbors that live behind me suck.
I have that problem too. The neighbors
Um,
behind me are horrible.
yeah,
They always
neighbors behind
complain
me,
about anything.
they have dogs that they'll just have out all day barking at all times of the hour, and then I get a letter from my HOA about my dog. I'm like, no, bro, like it's the people behind me. What do you mean? Or the
Dude,
other guy, he's just a jerk.
I get letters from like my village saying like, "Hey, the back of your yard needs to be immaculate." What, like the whole? Like, I mean, it's like this big of a line by the
Yeah,
back of my yard that I don't even see. I was like, "Why do I care? Suck
dude,
rocks. I'm not doing
my
anything."
my favorite one that I've ever gotten was I had been mowing the yard. It was like 104, 105 outside. mowed the yard. I was in the backyard mowing. Or maybe I was weed eating at that point. Doesn't matter. I get pictures from my HOA 2 days later about grass clippings not being cleaned up on the sidewalk. Why I had been mowing the yard in the backyard. Like, I even had a chance to go up there and sweep it or do anything with it yet, bro. Like, I was mowing. I was upset.
See, luckily I don't have an HOA, but like
God,
my
dude, I can't wait. 2025, I'm out.
what is it? Like municipal building, I guess, is in charge of everything in like the village.
Yeah.
And once I got a thing one time that said my compost can't be open, right? I had to
Mhm.
enclose it. And I was like, it's been here. So it was there before I even moved in.
You gotta
And
love
then
that, dude.
and then I was like, I wasn't even using it. And then I started using it like 2 years later. 2 years later, mind you.
Yeah.
Like, I just let weeds grow up on it. It was just nothing, heard nothing. So I cut it down, I cycled it up, and then I started like throwing, what is it, eggshells, coffee grinds, because I drink a lot of coffee, all that. Then I
Yeah.
got a letter saying it has to be fenced in, right? So then I decided to be full blown ass neighbor. I'm not even playing you. So I fenced it in. I spray painted that fenced in shit like neon pink so everybody could
Oh,
see it.
let's go. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I read up all of my village's guidelines. And so now I made sure like my grass in the back is like 3.5 feet tall
Oh my
because that is the guide. Like it has to be. So we have a 4 foot tall minimum grass line or it has to be cut twice a year. So
All right, well, easy peasy on that front.
I let like overgrowth just grow back there. And I mean, I wouldn't have to do that, but when you're gonna complain,
Yeah.
especially when my neighbor, I like my neighbor across the street. I know him, I've worked with him for years. He has like 5 times the size of my compost pile in his front yard. Not fenced in, never
Nothing.
got a letter,
Nothing.
anything.
Uh, yo,
Nothing. I'm like, this is baloney.
I got one more funny thing about backyard and just shenanigans with neighbors. So, our fence, my neighbor's fence, we have a shared fence, but like their side of it broke, and their daughter and Logan were talking together. They're the same age, and they're talking through the fence. They can see each other because like this piece of wood is broken. It's still attached, but like it's coming off. And Logan takes it upon himself, this 4-year-old child, to grab the piece of wood and yank it off. And he was like, "You can come over here and play." So they've been using it as a back and forth between the yards to go between each other's houses to play. It's awesome.
That is
Oh
pretty
god.
funny. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we have to stay on topic today. It is daytime. It is not night.
It
It's
is
not
it
our
is
usual
it is
schedule. We have all
daytime.
day.
Dude, we have so many things. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I
We're
have
playing
so
the
many
AGL set tonight.
complaints, which hopefully goes well. I have some guys
It
that I
does.
actually like
I
this
mean,
time.
I asked them bats. They're like, I said, "What days can y'all play this week?" They said Monday and Thursday, and I was like, "Sorry, Thursday is a no go. Diablo 4 comes out." I said, "Hope
I mean,
everybody can play
I'll
tomorrow."
be there with you, but
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
not. I was not trying to
Speaking
do an
of
AGL
Smite,
set and
let's
then play
talk
Diablo.
about this man over here trying to tell me all the wrong I'm doing in our AGL tournament when I played the god for the first time. I
Hey,
was like, what do
look,
you
look,
want?
look, look. You said you wanted help from last season. You're just like, "Yo, we gotta sit down. We gotta talk about games."
I
I
you
wasn't
know
even that mean yesterday. The only
okay,
thing
okay.
I had a problem with is that you sold me in hockey in the left side. You're like, "I'm Persephone. I surely can get a Phoenix with a wave." No, hey, don't ever do that, listeners. This man sold
Hey,
us. We were in
it
the
took
jungle. All he had to do
Zeus
was
was
throw
in
an
mid.
ult.
Zeus
Don't
was in
care.
mid.
Don't care. Zeus was on us. That's how we died. I know, because I got detonated on. If you would have been over there, you could have ulted, and me and Hockey either kill them
Hey,
or we
in my
leave.
defense, even the casting crew said y'all were too aggressive. So that,
Yeah, you know what the
yeah,
casting crew also said? Bat shouldn't have been at mid Phoenix.
we got it.
Oh my god, I'm not doing this with you. So if you're wondering how the AGL's games went this weekend for relegations, we got in because we 3-0 swept. But
Yeah,
if you watched Game 3, which was cast on Albion Giants League, and I VOD reviewed it last night on the channel with Bats, you wouldn't think we were an actual team that knows how to play the game because we just decided that we weren't going to go for any objectives until about 18 minutes in. And this is due to the fact of our first 2 relegation games, we pulled objectives and they got stolen away.
Yep. Blast
Yeah.
hit every time.
every time.
Last hit every time. We even had a support steal it from us.
Yeah, frustrating to say the least. Frustrating to say the least. What was your favorite part of relegations bats? Because I know what my favorite thing
Um,
was. Besides winning.
I actually had one. I see. My brain was like, I know he's gonna ask something about rallies, and I had a good thing, and then Kenny messaged me,
Oh, he
and I
messaged me
forgot
too. I didn't
about
read it
it.
yet. I didn't read it yet. I was like, I'm recording right
um,
now.
let's
I
see.
can tell
Well,
you what mine is.
that's what I just
My
told him. I was like, "Yo, leave me alone."
mine is that a team decided to ban 4 ADCs.
That was funny.
And why didn't they ban Donza? I feel offended. They like okay, first of all, like I feel like the love of getting all the god bans thrown at me. But like they didn't ban Donza. And I feel like that's if you're gonna ban one ADC that's just kind of weird against me, that should be it. They banned Charybdis, they banned Martikaros,
I mean, you
they
do play
banned
Donza quite a bit.
I do play a lot of Donza, bro. They banned Kurdanos and Hachi.
All right, I guess mine would be I got first blood. First
You
game we
did.
played, I think.
You did get
Yep,
first blood on the Merlin. That's very true.
I stole it from Gactyl.
Yep. Dude, Gactyl was on a tear.
I know.
Gactyl was running it down on
I was like, if he
Vomit
keeps
and on
playing like
Fenrir.
that, and I actually start learning mid. And now, don't get me wrong, VOD review is great. I wasn't talking about the VOD review when I was saying like Blaze was harassing me, but he was like, in that game, I had to tell myself not to yell at you.
I did. I did. In that moment, I was upset. I was we were running that game so hard. I knew we were like we'd have to super throw to win like lose. But I was so upset. I was
Dude.
like I was with hockey and I was like, I know Bats is alive. And then when I died, I looked over and you were attacking the mid Phoenix, and I was just like,
Hey, I was on
there's
a
no
one track
way.
of dodge this Zeus and
The
mid, mid,
Zeus
mid,
wasn't
mid.
near you.
Yeah, he was. He came back. He was
Yeah,
there.
after he killed us. I can't with you, dog. There's no way. There is no explanation for not coming at least throwing a Persephone into the jungle at them. You didn't even have to walk up. You could have just been like, poof, get out, guys, and we would have been
Dude,
fine.
I'm not even playing. Half the time I forgot I had an ult. Unless like I was in a dire situation where I was just like shotgunning it.
Oh my god. All right, anyway, Bats, how are your games this week?
They were iffy. Okay. So regular casual games were decent. Ranked games were awful. Well, so I had one really good game I have right here. It was like the first time I played Baba Yaga in ranked. I was like bodying this Anubis. I was 4-1-1, but I DC'd, and that's where I got my first death. And then the team surrendered. Like my team surrendered
Yeah, I saw some of
because
your rank game shenanigans. It was
because
as
we
a
had
viewer, it was fantastic. As a player, I would have been very upset.
because we had a 3-8 Thanatos who just
Thanatos.
I don't even get it. Like it literally was a 3-8 solo lane Thanatos against a Sun Wukong. And I already warned Astana that Sun Wukong doesn't know how to build. And this was his build: Bluestone, Crusher, Transcendence, and Bloodforge.
Gamer build right there, dude.
And that's what he did every time. Because he was in like 3 of my games.
You should have waited out a queue, bro. That's should
I
have
did.
waited one out.
I
Why is it?
did.
Have you ever thought about why Thanatos doesn't have a Thanatos skin?
No. I don't like feet, so I would never
I don't
buy that.
either, but I just think it
I would
sounds
be like,
funny.
nope,
They just need to make a skin where he's a foot.
I would never,
I would
never.
not buy it. I would not. But that stupid Baba Yaga bean skin exists, so I
Other than
think
that,
Thanatos.
yeah, yesterday I played like 5 ranked games, 1-1.
Nice.
And that was only because I went to Conquest, and Conquest was even like I don't understand these games right now at all.
Yeah.
The matches I'm getting, actually, holy crap. Okay, no, that was ranked. I was like, dude, I played against this Sun Wukong in a casual, and he followed me into ranked.
That is
That drove me nuts.
super tough.
I had like it's been a lot of ups and downs with Smite right now. I don't know. I think that's just how Smite is in general. Plus playing mid. you're
I think
kind of
that's how Conquest is.
yeah, conquest, yeah, definitely. But us playing mid, you have a lot of like you rely on a lot of people, I guess, and then you just get blamed. I don't know. Wherever I'm at, I get blamed.
I mean,
Honestly,
to be fair, Jungle's usually the one that gets blamed more than anybody.
every time it's always crappy mid. I'm not even playing. Like I will sit there and
Oh
I'll be
yeah,
like, "Me
that's just
missing mid."
casual players
They
though.
go
They're not gonna
over
look.
2 boards.
They're not gonna
I'm
look and
pinging
be like,
them, and then
"I'm
they're
the
like, "Why
problem."
didn't you rotate?"
Yeah.
It's like, "Why didn't you go back to tower?"
Why, why
It's
didn't you?
like
Why didn't you ward?
yeah, well, no, they walked over 2 wards, like, in this one, and then my support full damage Neja was, like, trash mid,
Yep. That's
and I'm
that's
like,
what happens.
I pinged, I don't know what you want, muted, walked on my way. Other than that, yeah, I've just been grinding Smite. No other
Nice.
games. I've talked about V Rising because it has a new update. That's
It
what I
does have
wanna
a new update. It does have a new update.
um, I got someone who wants to play it, Blaise, if you wanna restart a whole new thing, because 'cause we're thinking about just starting a new server.
Yeah, we can do that. That's fine.
But, that'll be, like, in between the Diablo and Smite grind, because Diablo 4
Yeah,
comes out Thursday, y'all.
I am. I am concerned about my Diablo grind.
You mean how it's just gonna be
So
literally everything?
here's the deal. They put out this thing. They were like, "Hey, the first 1,000 people that get to level 100 on hardcore mode get their name engraved on a Lilith statue." And I want that. And I
It's
think I'm going to
probably not
start
gonna
grinding for it. And I'm in debate because I looked at I've read the contest rules, by the way. I actually went and read the terms of service of this contest. It's
alright,
from
we're listening.
it's from June 1st to like September something, like 26th or something like that.
Holy crap.
Which means they don't expect people to be able to do this. Now, don't get me wrong. I already know what's going to happen to me. I'm going to get to like level 75 and die. Like, that's probably what's going to happen and reset my character. If you don't know how hardcore mode works, basically, when you die, it's permadeath.
Yep, your
So
character's gone.
I have a debate. The debate is, do I play through the game normally and learn all of the mechanics of the game and learn all the boss fights? And to find out, like, is that class for me? Or do I just dive in willy-nilly
See, I'm with the
into
dive in.
hardcore? And I'm with the
I
dive in. I'm in the
like
dive in category, and I don't think that's the right choice. I
because
think
I
it's
was
the
like
bad
I was
choice.
like, I know what I don't wanna play and what I do wanna play, and I'm just gonna dive in.
Yeah, there's a lot of guides out for like the first 50 levels right now of like just like builds. And I'm thinking about peeking at just some of the build ideas that are out there for classes, just to kind of get an idea.
Yeah,
But
because they
I
changed
am
a lot in this
curious.
beta.
Yes, they have. I do want to play. I'm gonna go hard. I already
Oh,
told my wife 6
wait.
p.m. Central Time on Thursday. I will be waiting in queue to play Diablo on my stream, most likely. And when I get off, it will be sometime Friday, and I don't know when that will be. It will be sometime because
See, I'll
Majin asked me today if I could do something on Friday, and I was like, "Yeah, if I'm awake."
I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably going to get home after work, go to bed, and then when I wake up, I'll be on Diablo until I have to go to work again.
I'm thinking this, and this is a crazy idea, by the way. I'm gonna sleep a little bit Thursday, and I'm gonna play from Thursday through Friday afternoon.
Yeah, I can't. I have work.
I don't think
I'm
I
not
don't
allowed to
think I'm actually gonna do that, but it's a thought that's in my brain. And my
I've
wife's
already
like,
tried to
"Do it."
request Friday off, and I was denied. Like, I never
Yeah.
get denied, but I was like, "There's a big event." I was like, "This sucks." Hey, but we could play all day Saturday.
Yeah, we can. We can.
We'll bring our pillows and our
I
blankets
told I
and our
told my
keyboards.
sons if they didn't want the rest of their apple slices to bring it to me. Oh, you want some water? Okay. But other than that, I'm looking forward to that. I have been playing a ton of Smite myself. The games have been hard. I've played 2 ranked games, and I won one, lost one. The one I won, I played Persephone, and that god is dumb. It's as simple as that. The god's dumb. But I've been toying with this idea of playing ADCs with no lifesteal, and I did it on Charybdis, and I think that game Gacto had like 31 kills.
That's crazy.
And then I went like 14, 7, and 18. Yeah, I went Death's Temper, Dominance, Kin Size, Envenom Deathbringer, Silver Branch, Odibo. And that build kind of slapped.
See, I don't know. I'm a firm believer that if you're putting out damage and you keep your health, like the only difference is you just can't go into fights like
No, you
less
just
than
can't.
half health. You just got
Well,
to be like, hey,
we were into Afro, Sasano, Kleena, Cuckoo, or sorry, Kukulane, and Martikaros. Like that game was not the game to do that in, by the way. Like I got bodied a good bit of the time, but I was able to find kills. And then I played Charybdis during relegations and had a nasty play where I was shredding people down. Hockey was just healing on
yeah, that
Guan
is
Yu, and I was popping off.
is
But
tell me what you think about this Hachi build that I had because I was testing it out. Because I got in there and I was like, man, where's Blaze at to be in my
yeah,
Twitch to help me with this dumb roll. But Hachi does slap now. But I did it was Death Toll, Devourer's Gauntlet, Ferocious Executioner, Kin Size, and the Doms, and then I was gonna go into Titan's Bane. Because I see a lot of people just doing Titan's Bane at the end. I don't know why. I wanted to try it out.
So they're going Titan's Bane because it has 20% pin on it. That is the only reason they're going it. It also gives like an extra damage to your first ability cast and blah 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 seconds. But they're doing it for the 20% pin, which I think that's good. But like my build already caps on pin anyway, so like why am I building Titan's Bane over something else? I do wish
I thought
Silver
about
Branch was a
Silver
little.
Branch. Yeah.
Well, see, the problem is like Silver Branch. Silver Branch was a 20% pin item that they
It was
nerfed down
great.
to 8%. And I think 8% is too low on Silver Branch. I really think it
Mhm.
needs to be like 10%
That's what I was
pin.
thinking. Even do 9%, and you might see a drastic change in it.
They won't do 9 because everything right now is 16, 12, 10, 8, I think. But I think 10% is a pretty
I
good
do it
point for the
12.
item. I would go, yeah, 12 would be sick, but I don't want to push it. I think 10% would bring that item up in viability and you'd see it built a little bit more without making it crazy. Because the problem was it was a 20% pin item, which was wild. I mean, there was no reason not to build it when it was 20%, because it did just as much pin as Executioner, except you didn't have to land autos to get the stacks.
Yep. Also,
So
free
I
plug,
do
by
think
the
that's
way,
something to look
everything
at.
we're talking about is going to change for next patch. Blaze did a video.
Oh yeah, 10.5 bonus balance. There is a video tomorrow on my birthday when this drops.
You know,
So
when tanks become meta again and everything
that's
sucks.
10.6. That's 10.6. That's
Oh, okay.
10.6. We have 2 more weeks until that happens.
I'm not
And
looking
I'm
forward
scared.
to it, as you can tell. Yeah, it's just gonna be tanks running everything. It's gonna go back to where you have to be full pin just to do anything.
Yeah, I
And
think at
like
least
hell.
ADC wise, I think the game is in a healthy place as far as hunters have moved off of crit. But I do agree. I do
You say that
agree.
as I'm watching all of my enemy hunters out there going Bloodforge,
Yeah,
Boomerang,
they're
Demon
wrong.
Blade into
Yeah, you know why? You
Deathbringer.
know why? Do you know why? That's the recommended build. That's why. It's the
Oh
recommended
my
build.
gosh, dude. All I
But
see is triple crit on every hunter and it drives me
yeah,
nuts.
it's because it's the recommended build. You do as just much damage with my build, and that's part of the problem. Like they do need to nerf power, but I do think ADCs, as far as build differences, are in a healthy place. I don't think their builds are healthy necessarily for the game. I think their builds are healthy as far as like the differences you can do in your build. But I do think I think mages are still really, 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 really strong. I think those
They are.
gods are insane. I understand nerfing power on items. I'm just worried about them over nerfing power on items. So that's
I
something to keep an
guarantee
eye on.
you they'll do that and then there'll be a hot fix like a week later because it's gonna be
I think as long as it's like a gradual adjustment, it's fine. And we'll just have to see. They're just gonna need to, as long as they're just toning it down, it'll be
all
okay.
I know is the only thing I'm happy for, and I hate saying this, is I'll actually have a solo in my solo lane
Yeah,
instead of a full damage assassin or mage.
yeah, I'm tired
And
of
then they
that.
wonder why they get bodied.
Yeah, yeah. Other than that, I saw a lot of. We had a night the other night where I got DC'd at picks. Then the next 2 games were dodges as the game went to go load or finish picks. And then we had people just like leaving the game and spamming F6 this week, way more than previous weeks. I think it was a complication of server stuff going on and people just being big dumbs, but
I
that's just kind
I
of the
will
way of the
say
road.
server has been crazy. I know
Yeah.
you've seen it, and I think because one of my buddy's clips got back into the game, I actually made him re-download it. He quit playing it, which I feel bad because he's like, dude, my anger issues, my stress has just been great. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm playing Smite.
Yeah.
And he's like, I re-downloaded it.
Yeah.
But I
You
have
know
been
what's
rubber banding
crazy?
constantly.
I played a game last night. So that the rest of my Smite games, we won relegations 3-0. I casted some Animosity Smite last night, and that's pretty much it. Nothing. Oh, actually, I did have a sick play. I had 2 sick plays this week. They're both in Discords.
Oh yeah.
I had a 2v1 that I should not have won on Rama, where I bodied the enemy team. I had the jungler come over last night in our game 3, and I traded with him. I died, and the archers took him down. Because we needed some archer RNG to go our way, because the archers are always out for bats. And then
Yeah,
number
that is true.
3, I ulted as Hachiman from like mid lane over to Fire Giant pit, walked through the fire, autoed one time and stole Fire Giant last night. It was sick. Oh my god, it felt so good, dude. I couldn't believe it. I saw the 197 pop up or whatever it was, and boom. I was Hachiman jungle, by the way, so don't get crazy.
It worked.
It did work. But that's it for the Smite games. I've been playing a variety of other things. A lot of Super Mario 3D World with Logan, because he found it on the Wii U and he thinks that he needs to beat it on the Wii U after beating it on the Switch. So that's been grade A fun with a capital F. I did some golf with your friends for Dare Drops as a collab. I won one game, and then for the tournament, I placed second place overall. Dude, this new map is insane. It's called Corrupted Forest. There are negative reviews for it on Steam because of how hard it is. I am calling it the Dark Souls of golf with your friends.
No way.
It is insane how hard that map is. Insane.
I'm intrigued now.
I've been playing Wild Rift, and you know what's funny about Wild Rift? I'm a higher ranked in Wild Rift than I am in Smite. So you take that as you will. I hit Plat yesterday. I decided to start playing jungle in that game again because I queued up a game as Gwyn in casuals, and I went 16-0-4 in the jungle, just going crazy.
That's crazy. That is actually
let's see. More Wild Rift. I've been playing Destiny a good bit off stream. I tried to I laughed. I was like, I'm gonna play some Destiny. I go to log in and the servers are down. Like they go down as I try to sign in, and we're down for like 2 hours. And it's funny because in the Guardians Mental Health Ambassadors Discord, I was like, sorry guys, the game went down because I tried to log in. I've been playing some PvP, having a good time. I will say, so I was doing a story mission yesterday, and I'm doing like the legendary campaign for Witch Queen and finishing it out before doing Lightfall. And I'm on this boss yesterday, and I'm on it for like 20 minutes. I don't know, dude. Like I like. It's 2 shots from being dead. Like literally 2 bullets hit it. I look at it funny, it dies.
Oh, okay. Is that the one where you were
I
like,
fell
I'm not
off the
talking
map.
right now?
I fell off the map. And what's crazy is I was thinking in my head, I was like, as long as I don't fall off the map, this is easy dubs. And then somehow there's like this little area where I fell off the map and I died. And I had to walk away from the game. I absolutely almost rage quit that game. I was so upset. And then I tried out a new game last night called Ellipse through Dare Drops. And it's kind of like Hollow Knight, apparently. I've never played Hollow Knight, but it has like a similar like aesthetic. And that game is really good, but very anger-inducing as well, because like it's one of those ones where you have to be very precise with your movement or you just insta-die. So I had some fun playing that last night. And that's kind of where I've been at game-wise. Just been playing a lot of different stuff. School finally ended last week on Thursday. I went to state with my athletes. That was a good time. And then school ended, so I'm out for the summer. I'm working on a bunch of stuff around the house. I'm doing a fence repair this week. Hopefully I'll get it done this week, if not early next week. And then I'm working on redoing the entire garage. We're gonna get a bunch of stuff out of there, and we're gonna make like a game area for the kids out there with the old consoles and stuff. I'm excited.
Nice.
So doing a bunch of stuff, but enjoying some games as well. But speaking of Bungie had a heck of a week, dude. I don't know if you watched the trailer or not?
I have not.
But
Not yet.
they got a new game coming. And that game is Marathon, a game they're already known for because it's the first game they ever released. But now it's going to be an extraction shooter. And this
Oh.
game looks nuts. The trailer for it, like I watched the trailer, and it's very rare I watch a trailer, I'm like, yo, like I like feel it. Like I feel like the hype, like it's like bopping. I'm like, I need to play it now. I felt that way about this game. And I am super excited. What they did. They did like the ARPG thing where like they send letters out to creators, like you have to decipher a code, but not
Mhm.
all the creators got different things. So like they all weren't the same message. There's the trailer. There's like a 7-minute Vidoc that they released as well, where they talk about like ideas that they're working on for the game. They're gonna have a full security team, so they don't have to worry about like hackers and things of that nature. They already have a
Oh,
way
that's
that if you
crazy.
get disconnected, you'll be able to log back in to the round that you're in.
Games have to do that more. I'm
Dude,
not
yeah, I
kidding.
mean, like, there are so many things that when you listen to them talk about it, and my favorite thing, they're like, by the way, we just dropped the trailer. We'll see you when alpha's ready. And that's it. Like, they're like, and that will be months away. Maybe a year before we see anything else on the game. But everything we've seen so far looks fan-freaking-tastic.
Like I wish Smite did a thing where when you DC'd in a ranked game, like your team didn't have to pause and just pause the game for like a couple seconds. Enough time for you to load back in because it's like you especially if you're in a game like say you're popping off but like someone on your team is not. If you DC, they put up a surrender sign, the game's done.
Yeah. I do
And I hate
wish you weren't limited to one pause and you were able to pause for a set amount of time. Whether that be like 2 minutes or whatever. So like, let's say you DC, you get back in, there's still a timer, still time on the timer. You get back in, unpause, and then if someone else DCs, because that does happen from time to time,
Mhm.
you're able to pause again, but you only have what's left of that 2 minutes. I think that would be a
And
kind
like
of cool
I get
feature.
the use aspect to it, but also at the same time you're like, yeah, but look at your servers. They're
Yeah.
crap. You know, I play the game, I love the game, but your servers are crap. I've
Yeah.
never felt any difference.
Don't know what you
But it's
mean, dude. I thought you love Smite servers. That's what you were saying on your stream yesterday.
no,
You were like,
no,
I
I
wish I could
don't.
install these servers at my house.
I'm surprised they're on Unreal 3.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I was flabbergasted by that. Like, really? I feel like I'm playing
I'm
on
pretty
Unreal
sure.
2.
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
Like looking it up. Ah, dang it,
I'm
it's
pretty
2.
sure.
I,
Other
I'm now
news.
looking it up.
We've talked about the PlayStation Showcase a good bit. There was some more PlayStation Showcase stuff this week. And then there's a bit from Embracer, the studio that's working on Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It's still in active development. We will be getting that game. And I am excited for that. I think that's going to be super, super sick on the PlayStation 5.
Wait, which game?
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, yeah.
I am stoked for that. Other than that, there was some other gaming news stuff this week. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't noteworthy enough. Oh, there was something, and I sent it to you, and I didn't put it in the host chat, and I am mad at myself for this.
Hold on,
Did
what?
you look at the Bungie stuff that I sent you?
Hold on. You sent me Bungie stuff?
I definitely did. Hold on, I'm scrolling to go find it. There's no way I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Oh, did my phone just? No, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh, the
final
final
shape.
shape? Yeah.
Cade 6 is back, baby.
Better be. That's the whole reason I stopped playing.
Cade 6 is back, baby. I haven't watched the
Hey.
trailer because I want to catch up on Lightfall and stuff first. But Cade 6 is back.
Honestly, I love, and this is the greatest thing Destiny has ever done. The clip where he jumps on the like falling ground or whatever and goes down like riding. How
Yeah.
big of a meme it has become where it's like guys with mental health diving right in.
Yeah.
And then it just says everybody else just watching.
Dude, it's crazy. I'm so excited. Oh, they added fishing to Destiny as well.
Oh,
And I love fishing in
I
video
might I
games.
might have to play Destiny now.
I don't know why I love fishing in video games. I just do. But that's pretty much it. I do need to shout out Asmore because this man we're playing this week, and this man gets Bacchus in one game, and the next game he is on Heimdallr. Right, he played carry. He went 1-0-4 on Heimdallr before the enemy team quit,
Nice.
and then the Bacchus the game before he went 12-0-22 as Bacchus support.
I swear he's a Bacchus main, dude. Like
I was upset. This man was last hitting his brains out, which is fine. But when I'm 9-9-21 and I see my supports 12-0-22, I'm like, what am I doing wrong as a player here?
Dude,
No, this
honestly,
man was
it's so
fragging.
funny. Like with him as my support and me in mid, I can literally just be like, "Oh, it's one hit," and walk away, and no, Az is going for it.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like, I
gonna
don't even
he's
need to.
gonna
He
go,
can take the
dude. He's
power
not.
shot.
He will in fact be there. Other than that, names of the week this week, there were some bangers this week. I feel like I had some in league that I forgot to bring over, but I'll put them in the Discord for next week. We had Mr.
got it.
Creamy Moist, the Jehovah's Witnesses, the Pants, and Are You Sweaty? We also had Let Me Log In, the Mighty Grizzly, Sister Fister 420, Lullaby Wolfie, and Amarath's Pool, Cup of Depresso, Let's Go Brandon, AGL Vetting Sucks, Boomer Remover 69, and Nuwa OnlyFans. Then we had Dick Sordia and Salty Crit Gods, Chubby Applesauce, Elite Tortorga, Aggressive Duck and Fatty Bacon, Milth with Cookies, Bulge McSwaggington, Control Alt You Lose. Sorry, that one was like really, really tiny. And then Elongated Furby were the names of the week this week. All banger names of the week. Gotta love those. Other than that, Bats, we had a good question of the week.
Hmm. You didn't warn me about this ahead of time. I feel
I
like
didn't. And I
I'm
felt
very
like we've been
unprepared.
talking way
Um,
longer than what we normally do. And we are
I
way
know.
shorter than normal.
Yeah, I was like, it felt like we've just been like zooming through everything today. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
I would
okay.
say,
So, are you a person that grills out food on Memorial Day?
not today, but like sometimes, yeah.
Interesting.
Like, oh, that reminds me.
I never knew that was like a thing until my wife's parents.
Really?
Yeah, like I just never like really grilled out on those
I
days.
mean, like I usually did, but like my grill has like a big giant hole in it because I use it so much. So I've been waiting for a new one. And you just reminded me, it's Memorial Day savings for
That's
grills.
true. I need a oh, what is it called? Yep. I need to get a new igniter for my grill.
Oh yeah.
But, you know,
See, I've been wanting, and I doubt they make this. I realize I'm like a dreamer, but I was kind of hoping that you could get a grill and like, you know how they have the side burner?
yeah,
Convert that
I have one
into
of
a
those.
wok burner.
Yo, that would be kind of sick.
I know, right?
That would be
Somebody say
kind of
steak with
sick.
stir fry. Let's go.
Yeah.
I just got to figure out how to do it.
I don't remember. I had a good question and I don't remember what it is.
It was probably something good. I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess since we both have one, how do you like your Apple Watch Ultra?
I love this thing, dude. I use it all the time. I
I
was thinking
actually
about
do.
going on a run today, but I went and tried on running shoes
Oh, here we
because
go.
I usually get new running shoes for Father's Day. My wife's like, "Yo, I only got you one present for your birthday, so like, why don't we go get you some running shoes?" And I was like, "Okay, let's go see if Fleet Feet has these shoes in." Which, if you're going to run and you have a Fleet Feet near you, you need to go there because they have you like stand on a thing and it will actually like take a whole entire like thing of your foot and tell you what shoes are best for you. But it also like if you need insoles because like you need like some type of correction, like it does all of that. Like they can see it all on their iPad, they pull it up for you. It's sick. And it doesn't cost you anything to do that. You can do that and go look at the shoes and then leave if you want to. And you can test run the shoes there at Fleet Feet, which is pretty cool. And then you can buy them, you run in them, they're just not your fit, you can take them back.
Oh
So
man.
that's pretty sick. But I went to go buy, I always buy Ons. On Cloud is my jam. Those are my shoes. When I first started running, it was between those and Hoka. Well, I was running. When I first started coaching, I was like, I'm going to buy actual running shoes that aren't just Nikes. And I love the On Clouds. The problem with the Hokas were they were super comfortable, but they were heavy. And now they make Hokas that are not have the huge soles and they're not heavy. Well, I saw they had carbon fiber ones now, which I've been really wanting to wear carbon fiber running shoes. Like they're what the pro athletes are using. They provide more natural running. They're just really, really good. But the problem is they're normally like $300. And I'm not spending that on some shoes. Sorry, not sorry. Well, I found out because it's Memorial Day weekend. One of the pairs of trail running shoes with carbon fiber plates in them were $150, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna go try those
Nice.
on if they have them." And they didn't have them, but they had the road racing ones in stock. So I tried out the road racing ones, dude. These things were super comfortable, and they're so light.
I'm like looking at these now. How they're like
Yeah,
they're arched or I don't even know how to describe the sole. How do you run in those?
the Hokas. I'm flat-footed. There's no
Like
arch.
the no these ons the clouds.
Oh yeah, I love those things, dude.
They're they're like this.
Yeah. So the front of where this part is doesn't always hit the ground. It gives you a more natural running form back and forth, but you can also switch. And the reason they're designed that way, so you can sprint on them like a sprinter.
Okay. See, I have fitted Brooks
Yeah.
for one of my shoes, and then I have Asics for the others. But I didn't want to interrupt, but I know how you feel when you say the soles are heavy as crap because those Brooks that I have, I swear they're like 10 pounds per shoe.
So I don't know if you saw old Hokas. Old Hokas, I'm not kidding you. You can go look up old Hokas. Their soles used to be about that big. If you're watching the video, they're about 2 inches tall, like an inch to 2 inches in height. They're huge. So if you want to get taller, way. But if you want to run up hills, it's gonna suck. So I'm really excited to get those in. I ordered them. I'm just waiting for them to come in. But I'm a huge fan of the Apple Watch Ultra. I mean, I think if you get an Apple, like the Apple Watch in general, compared to the Fitbit I had, I think is way better.
See, I looked and I will say this because I did a lot of research first because I was like, what's the because there's a big comparison between like the regular Apple Watch and the Ultra. But
Hmm.
if you're like an outdoors person, if you're gonna be like bumping into a lot of crap, or always just I guess still bumping into a lot of crap. Like with me, I'm always working on my cars,
Yeah,
obviously fixing a sink, being outside. I do like grounds work, cutting trees, cutting grass, weed eating. It's more
yeah. The
durable.
Ultra, yeah, I would say the Ultra is just more durable. Like, there's no reason not to go that route with it.
And I haven't tested this, but it's
Yeah,
waterproof. They
yeah, it
said you
is.
can even scuba diving,
Yeah,
which
it
is
is.
nuts.
Yeah, it's up to like I can't even remember how
200
many
meters.
feet. Yeah, it's something crazy. Yeah, and it actually like has like a depth meter on it that you can see,
Hmm.
and it will track your swim. The run tracking is insane. So if I walk onto a track and I hit workout mode, it says do you want to do a track run? And you're like, yeah, and it goes, okay, what lane are you in? And you'll be like, oh, I'm in lane 4. And it will track your run on the track and give you your
Hmm.
splits for the track.
And that has to do with the double GPS.
Yeah. It's
What did
it's
they
crazy
word it?
tech, dude. Dual GPS.
Yeah, dual GPS like tracking or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I watched like 5 videos before I even like attempted to get this thing to see if it was worth my time.
Mhm.
The biggest thing that I like is with this connecting to my phone, it has like a sleep mode, which is
Mhm.
awesome because it'll silence all of my shit.
Yes, it will. I love it, dude. It's my favorite thing in the world.
I'll be
It
sitting
is
there.
one of my favorite features.
I set up a time right, and I always laugh because I'll be sitting there and you're watching go do 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 do
Yep.
do do, and you're
It
just
lets you
like, oh,
know
time for
time
bed.
time to go night night.
And it does feel a lot better, like, because it wakes you up too, but it wakes
It
you up
does.
with, like, just a silent ringtone with vibrations,
Yep.
and I feel like it's not like the jolt wake up where you're like, "Oh,"
Yeah.
from an alarm because, I have the thing that I will not name because then she'll start talking to me nonstop for no reason.
Alexa.
Yeah.
I got
And
you.
when I set an alarm for that, dude, I mean, it shakes the house.
Yeah, she letting you know. You better wake up.
But I like the sleep track. It tracks your like heart rate, how much you move, if you actually like were sleeping, when you got up, all
Yeah.
that. And I was like, this is actually interesting.
I mean, that's how my Fitbit was, but I just after all the issues I had with Fitbit, I was like, I'm gonna attempt to make the change. Like I spent as much money on Fitbits as I did on to get an Apple Watch Pro over the past 3 years. And I was like, well, surely this lasts me 3 years. Um, and I really like it. I mean, if I'm doing my splits and I have my headphones in, because I pay the $10 a month to attach it to my phone plan. And that way I don't have to have a phone with me anymore. I can just take all my calls, text message, and everything from my watch, which is super nice as a coach where I don't have to run around with my
Mhm.
phone because that was very annoying. If you've never ran with a phone before, I assure you it's annoying. In fact, one
Especially
of my
if you have
runners,
the giant phone.
yeah, one of my runners sent me a message. They're like, running with a phone sucks. And I was like, yes, it does. Um, it, sorry, not sorry. But that's one of my favorite things is I can if I pop a headphone in, it will tell you your splits. And you don't have to just use the Apple one. You can go and use there's like a Nike app and it will track you with other runners and like
Mhm.
all sorts of stuff. It's really, really cool. So I do appreciate that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I
I
did
am
find out
supposed to
that
be on a
Nike app
run today, but
actually
I
connects
haven't done
with
it.
my shoes. I have a couple
Yeah.
shoes that have those. I didn't even know they had them in there until I was like,
Hmm.
what the heck is this?
Yeah.
I will
Those
never
Nikes are
run with
crazy.
those shoes because I'm sorry, like a couple of those shoes are not made for running. I can just tell you right now.
Um, I quit running in Nikes willingly 7 years ago. Like if I forgot a pair of shoes and all I had was my Nikes, obviously I'd run in those. But like Nike Frees are one of the worst pairs of shoes to run in, but they are advertised like as a running shoe a good bit of the time.
Yeah,
And,
see,
and they're now the thing is, and what people don't realize, and this is coming from someone that does all sorts of different types of running between cross country and track. Nike Frees are great if you're running on the pavement because you're not worried about rolling your ankle and taking the L. As hard as you are everywhere else. But like if your shoe can roll into a ball, it's probably not good for running. Probably not.
the only Nike shoe that I've ever like liked running in would be the Live Strong
Oh,
ones.
what are those? Yep, Pegasus.
Yeah,
I think that's what they are. The Nike Pegasus. Sorry, I was like,
I
I know what you're talking about. I've never owned those. I've always
I
owned like cheap Nike shoes, unless it was
I
my running
actually
spikes.
still have them. They're falling apart.
Yeah.
Actually, let me see. Hold up. Let me get to my.
Oh my God, Bats is rolling, dude.
It's like these old things. Like the soles falling out.
Yep,
Everything. Are they actually called Pegasus? I don't know.
probably.
No, they're
I
just
bet.
Live Strong edition.
Huh.
But
It
they're my ultimate favorite. I can't run in them anymore, obviously, because
yeah.
soul's gone. But I still have them.
Destroyed, decimated. I guess I will talk about a couple things going on this week because I plan on releasing this episode today, the day we're recording it, if I can get it edited and put out in time. Is so birthday's tomorrow for me. We're
Let's
gonna do
go.
some birthday shenanigans. I don't know. I think it's gonna be Wednesday night is the plan. So I think we're gonna do like Smite, do some customs, just have a good time on Smite, some golf with your friends. Maybe Town of Salem too. I might pick that up and do that as well. I will be running giveaways during the stream.
Oh.
I have actually I might have to do the one giveaway today. Okay, well I'll not mention that one now. That will be tonight. But I have a copy of like I have some Golf with Friends DLCs. I have a copy of Golf with Friends. I have a copy of Monster Sanctuary. I have some other games to give away. So we're gonna do some
Golf with
giveaways. We're gonna
friends
have
is
some
the
fun.
DLC?
Yeah, for the hats and stuff. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff.
I thought you had to
But
unlock those. I didn't know you
you
had to
know,
like
some of them
actually.
you unlock, some of them are DLC. But I have DLC to give away. I have games to give away. We're gonna have a good time just giving away some stuff on stream, and then I think we're gonna have like some sub goals to do. So we'll have,
Oh,
I think we're almost to 30, so we'll have something at like 30, 50, 75, something, and we'll
oh,
do some
there's your
sub goals.
corrupted chorus. Or
Yeah,
corrupted forest.
I have it, dude. I might if I haven't. We're gonna play it. It's so hard,
So
but
I guess I have to get these DLCs.
you don't have to.
It says I have to.
Why?
How would I play it if I don't have it?
I own it. I host the server.
So as long as somebody else
Yeah,
owns it.
yeah.
Ah.
But we'll be doing stuff like that.
Dude, what is this
This
bouncy castle? I know I'm going off
sorry,
topic.
cut,
I'm like
cut,
looking
cut.
at them.
This Saturday we are gonna do. We're gonna bring back Smite Night Community Night Edition, like we did last month. We did a Smite Community Night. I'm gonna keep trying to do those at least once a month. So keep an eye out for that. If we have more than 10 people, I will cast the custom games. That is the plan currently. So keep an eye out for that. That'll always
Won't
be
make
fun.
it more than 10 because all he's gonna do is bash me on his casting.
Oh my god, no! I'm gonna bash.
that Phoenix.
But that's kind of the plan for the week. Obviously, we have a huge Diablo 4 stream and streams coming up as well, and I will be continuing to stream
lots
some.
of Diablo 4 grinding.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think my plan going forward for like the next month, besides like Dare Drops content I do, is going to be Smite, Diablo 4, Destiny. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Oh, and we're gonna sprinkle in some Tiny Tina's Wonderland, but I don't know if that's gonna be streamed or not. That might just be a YouTube video.
You better be inviting me.
Yeah. Me, you, and Asmore. I think we can go 4, right? Is it 4 players?
I actually don't know.
Okay, well, we'll figure that out.
I haven't played it yet. I've just been sitting.
I've been waiting, dude. I'm gonna play it though. I'm ready to go.
It's like every time I have time, you don't have time.
Well,
Every
I
time
have
you
I have
don't
so
have
much time. I have the whole summer. I have so much time.
He says that, and then he goes, I have
I
to
also-
work summer classes."
Nope, I don't teach summer classes. Nope. I did commission some stuff for the stream that's coming. I'm pretty excited about.
Ooh.
So stay tuned for that. And I might be working on trying to commission somebody, and maybe not. I don't know. I need to talk to somebody about drawing up a tattoo for me. That's where I'm at right now. But Bats, let's get out of here, dude. We've been talking about Apple Watches, video games, keyboards.
Hey.
The only thing we didn't talk about is anime.
And that is true. Well, I mean, let's be honest here. All the episodes this week, which I haven't watched Birdie yet. I've been
I haven't
waiting
watched
on
Birdie.
it.
I watched last week's Birdie
I
today.
watched last week.
God, that it's so good.
It is, but I feel
So
like
good.
last week's episode was like missing a lot compared to all the other ones. It was good. It was great.
Yeah.
But
I'm not caught up on G-Witch. I've been watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I know a lot of people love it, but I just can't get into it. I don't know what it is.
I am committed, and I'm going to say this now, to at least 2 seasons of it because I've been told that the first season sucks.
Yeah.
So if I can get through the first season, which I am doing, it is quite bizarre of a show. But if I can make it through the first
all
season,
over the place where it's like,
yeah, I feel like the first season. I don't even know how
Is
to
the
feel.
ground-
Like literally, it's like everywhere, all at one time.
yep.
If you've heard that song from Bo Burnham's, like everything, everywhere, all at once, or whatever, I that's how I feel when I'm watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm like, bro, everything, anything, everything, all of the time. That's what it is. Yeah, that's how I feel.
And then Demon Slayer.
So
See, this whole week, all the episodes that have released have just been buildups of buildups of buildups, and it's driving me nuts.
Do you see they released a trailer for 1,000-Year Blood War Part 2?
Yeah, I'm waiting. I've been.
I haven't
waiting.
I haven't watched Part 1, so.
Oh, you have to watch Part 1. It is.
But I'm not caught up on Bleach, so do I? I don't know.
You could technically watch that without it ruining anything.
I think I was up to like Aizen fight.
Yeah, you might as well watch that first because you have a long time. You have a very long time.
Yeah.
Because then after Aizen, there's like 4 more arcs, then a main story with another arc, then another arc, and then a movie.
Yeah, I read a lot of the
after movie.
manga and then I stopped because of filler. But maybe I revisit that at some point.
Yeah, there are a lot of fillers.
All right, I think now we've covered all of our bases. We've
Yeah. I mean, Hey, listen, if I don't go off topic half the time, is it really even a podcast?
That's true. That's true. We were off topic from the get go, dude. What the heck?
I will
We
say
are
this
working
though.
on.
There's one thing I did forget.
Yeah.
So as they casted our game 3, right?
Hmm.
I know I should have said it then, but we just got off topic and we kept rolling with it. But the funniest part is our team left the casters speechless on everything we were doing. We were not
Yep.
doing anything we were supposed to at
Yep.
all, and they had no idea.
We were playing a different game of Smite. Okay. Like everybody else is playing Smite. We're playing our version of Smite, which might not be right, but that's okay.
We were like, never let them know your next move, and
Look, dude, you got a FAAFO. That's
dude, it
as
was
simple as
great.
that. Simple as that. You got a FAAFO. If you're not
And I do
FAAFOing,
not agree with the FAFO that they said we
yeah,
were.
I don't
Something
remember
about
what it
apes?
was.
No.
Yeah, no, that's not what it
I
is.
was like,
If you
that's
know,
not
you
how.
know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. If not, what is that? Listen to 106, 105.
You do your shout outs. I'll
All
figure that out.
right, as always, shout out to everybody who's listening and keeping this going. Shout out to all the people on YouTube who have been popping off on views. And as always, if you have any comments or questions or just want to see new different things, anything like that, leave a comment, hit up the Discord, which I'm pretty sure most of you are in this Discord. If not, it's not that hard to find out. You can just hit up Blaise's Twitch sometime whenever he's streaming, and usually it posts there.
Episode
And
103, by the way.
103. Okay, I was off by
Yeah.
like 2, 3. That's not bad. That's not
No,
bad.
no, no. I just wanted to make sure we had it right. Because, like, yeah, go listen to episode 103. Go do it. It's a
but
good episode.
but yeah, we will listen to your comments. We will take input. You know, even if you want to see something on the show, we'll try to make it happen.
Yep. Actually, I have like 3 people that want to come on. So we're working on some stuff.
Let's go. If you want to see Blaze and I 1v1 on the show, we will not make that happen. But you know,
Yeah, we will. What are you talking about? camera gameplay. I got you, bro. Easy peasy. Give me Hebo, give you Colin. We're good.
Oh yeah. You know, I don't play Colin, so I feel like I'm at a disadvantage.
I don't play Hebo.
But yeah, as always, shout outs to all that. Shout outs to AGL for casting us. You know, that was actually a really fun thing. I wish we could have played last week. That would have been great, but unfortunate. It was nice to
Yeah.
be able to be in this week.
Yeah.
And shout out to all them for all their hard work for keeping us going, along with the comp leagues and all that. Because as we had when Majin was in here, we all know it's a lot of work.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's
And
a
you
lot of
know,
people to make that happen.
especially it's really hard during relegations because there are a lot of people, as Blaze has been posting in our chats and stuff, who complain, question, argue, and it's not everybody. There are a lot of people who are, you know, accommodating and understand, but just to put up with that on your
Yeah.
weekend when you're
If
not
you
even
if you
getting paid,
saw
it's all voluntary.
if you saw some of the things that I see, let me tell you, you'd be like, "There's no shot I would do that for
Eh,
free 99." That's what I'm
yeah,
telling you.
yeah, it's on their own time to help out, you know, a community of members who like playing Smite, and I think that's great. So definitely shout out to them. And then I will let Blaze do the rest.
Shout outs to Frog and Kaizo, SCC casters for high res for casting our games yesterday. That was super sick to have their talent on the cast. And then shout outs to Guardians Mental Health. It's been Mental Health Awareness Month all May long. And they're doing a Guardians Mental Health Roundtable tonight, and you should go check it out. Along with that, shout outs to Dare Drops. Been doing a lot of work over there. There's been a lot of different games coming to Dare Drops and a lot of challenges to complete. It's been a really fun time being able to be back on that grind because I've had to take a little bit of a break in April, early May, just because how busy my schedule was. So we're back on that. And that's super exciting. Just shout out to the community, you know, really just to appreciate you all and happy to everything you do. Make sure to check out episode 103 if you need to learn more about FAAFO and you haven't listened to it. And also go check out Battlegrounds of God, a Smite podcast. I'm on there from time to time, more often than not. And you should also go check out Simping for Senpai, a podcast hosted by Ash Basham, Psychotics, and Company. We were on an episode about Birdie Wing, released last week. And then I was also on an episode of Guardian Feed last week, too, if you want to check that out. So you all take it easy. We'll get at you. Bye.
Later.